Oh. Good morning. 80 boy. I wonder what that means.
Market is open.
All right. Market's open, guys. So we're back at it again. There's only micro floats. Everything is super dangerous. Can't really tell if it's going up or going down. I didn't trade in the pre-market this morning. I just watched it. I almost did, probably 6 times. Went to go stretch and some other stuff. But for now, we're just going to see how the opening develops. Looks like LGVN is going down a little bit. ISPC, it found a top at 19. That's a double top right now. BFRI, it's looking like it's heading for a second double top. Might even pop this 7.9. I also have ISPC. Looks like it's testing the $19 area again. AHPI, this was something like a bounce short with like 200 million resistance that kind of got canceled halfway. I'm waiting for this one to go back up to like at least 9 before I go back in. Not back in, but like going for a short. Because that's the only one with a resistance. Everything else is, well, they're all 3 million float, and so it's really hard to tell. But that's the one with the most resistance. Main play really just depends on which one gets consolidation or goes into its resistance that's already been tested. But I just really want AHPI to go back up into the 9-10 area because it has resistance all the way up to 11. Well, ISPC, I think it's, it already did it. It's trying to break 19, and I think this might be the next LGVN. But at the same time, I don't want to buy into strength and, top tick this, and then it all goes down like $5, and small sizes only today. That's pretty much what I'm saying. It's what the ideal should be. LGVN, I want this to go back up into... Yeah, I just want to see how this one opens for now. There's really no edge on any of these until we see how many people are actually here from Thanksgiving. Because I don't even think most of the people are in the market right now because they got chopped way too much in the past week. Also, today, the market closes very early. And so the normal liquidity shifts and equations and stuff we have, they're going to be sped up a lot more. People have been trading a lot more in the pre-market. And so there's going to be a lot of chaos until we get like a correction sometime probably in December. Until then, just keep a tight risk. Don't be too greedy. There's been way too many things that like go down in the morning, then come back on the way on like the back end. Again, today closes at 1 p.m. Eastern. Let's see. Okay, it looks like looks like ISPC is going to be the main play today. Kind of want to short right now. Up might be too late. Actually, I think this just might be the pullback before it comes back. Yeah, I just feel like shorting has not been cool lately since they keep giving us low floats. I think max all risk is like 1,000 to make like 3,000. So what is that going to be? I wanted to get to a point where there's so much range that all the greedy people are going to just dip by it. But I don't know anything is going to pull that much today. Closest thing was a IHPI, but this one actually has like a lot of resistance, and it's only up 40% now. And so we got to stick to our rules. We're not shorting anything under like 70%. And then ideally we wanted like 100%. But PFRI, you remember Wednesday, this was actually supposed to, or this was predicted to go like upper 8. And so it still went up to like 140% or 150%, something like that. Wait, hold on. This is the 8. Never mind. Yeah, because 2. All right, I might take this one out. It's at the halfway mark right here. And so if this AHPI can bounce back up to like at least 9, yeah, at least 9, I'd short it. If anything, I probably could buy it right now. I just don't see any convincing volume that's trying to support it. It is coming in pretty steady. Like, yeah, it's jumping right now. But I can definitely tell this is going to fade before it even hits 8. Like at the rate it's going now. With LGVN, this actually might be see, with LGVN, it's filled with traps. Like most of these, like all 4 of these tickers, there's at least one person that has like half the float of like all of them. And so I don't know what he's doing or she's doing. Besides like, you know, putting traps everywhere. And so I'm trying to wait for the first, maybe even second trap to get like sprung by someone else. And then we'll get a decent idea of what we're dealing with. And so there's a lot of strength coming on LGVN. I think it just halted. I'm also in Steven's webinar. Okay, but this one's. Okay, but this did find the support. I'm still not short until it goes to 9. So my main objective today, let me pull up my little Evernote. My main objective today is to, oh, this is the wrong one, but not overtrade, because it's so easy to do on these low floats that need you to be the low floats need you to be like super vigilant, and this time I'm trying not to multitask in terms of having more than 2 positions, because this is borderline gambling if you don't have a specific edge, and it's really hard to have a concrete edge on $1 million float during the holidays, and but we have at least a decent idea of the recent price action, and we can use that in our favor. So we all know LGVN is crazy, and it likes to like pretty much bait you into thinking, oh, this is a good time to go to buy, and then each one of these squeeze you in like one candle. So I played no pre-market games today, and I'm proud of myself for that. Other than that, if you're looking at my account, I have 30K. And so last time we left off, I was at like 28 or 29 after like a 8K loss. I got back 4.5, probably 5. And so that's cool. But getting to that point, I had to overtrade, or didn't have to. I actually could have just held like 1 or 2 the correct way. But I just didn't have the strength to do it. Like, anybody else going to Black Friday shopping? I'm trying to get me a PS5 for my friend. I think I'm gonna get an auction, or yeah, I'm gonna do an auction or something. I shorted BFRI on Wednesday in the morning consolidation. Do you think that was wrong? I lost, of course. Wednesday in the morning consolidation. You said during the consolidation? Oh, like was it in the morning? So technically it was over 100%. So like what consolidation? Like what price? What's up, guys? If it was the one at like 6, that would have been over 100%. So main thing is like appropriate shorts would have been like risking something into the previous top. And so like until 950, and then you like went in like 6 or something and risking this previous one, it wouldn't have been viable, I want to say. When this broke, if you try to like go into this one, I have to keep the whole picture in perspective, because it was 2.5, then this is 100%. Yeah, so what's the consolidation you're talking about? It's like consolidation to me means like at least an hour, but like 3 hours going sideways. And with low float, it's kind of hard to tell when it's so choppy. just realized I didn't have any music and stuff on. Okay. Cool. I'm still not touching that yet. Yeah, not touching. Okay, so now the AHPI, if this goes back up into the 9 something, that's where I'm going to short this, because this has, like, in its history, like within 6 months, like a lot of resistance there. Like a lot of it's been canceled up to like 920, 950, but it's still enough to have something to risk off of in all these low floats. And that's all I really want. I just want something solid to risk off of. And that's something better than, you know, this LGVN where it just always feels like it's baiting you. I still want to go long on a lot of this stuff, but I think I've had enough practice recently to realize how hard it is to like flip a position, like decisively at least. So right now there's already been a few tops created for ISPC. LGVN created some new highs for ISPC. The next push, it goes into like 20. If oh, actually it's looking pretty strong. I was gonna size in a little bit. I think I'll just give it to 10 o'clock for a lot of these and just see what happens. Well, actually, remember BFRI before it pulled back like 15% when it was but that was a pre-market. Can't really use that one. What would this be? 80 cents. Ooh. No, actually we could use that. So if we go back to like some of the pictures we took before, shorted at 6.05 at 10.10ish, it was shorted 100%. 30 minutes have gone by. Traded as a gap up. Okay. Actually, I'll wait. Okay. So AHPI, it's making slow grinds going up. I'm expecting people in BFRI to get squeezed, assuming that most of them are around like. So I can't actually tell on this chart. Okay, assuming most people are around 7.1. Okay, so BFRI is about to. It looks like it's trying to push into that second top. I'm expecting those people to get squeezed. Oh, this doesn't seem right. 7.97. Hey, if you guys are wondering what I'm doing over here, I'm just playing with the numbers. Trying to figure out what's the range, what's the potential squeeze percentage, and stuff like that. .3. A whole $9 jump, and then it just cracked $5. I think I'm about to buy it. Okay, so LGVN, I think it's halted. Depending on how it opens. If it goes to like 31 or something, I actually might dip by it. Does it have to go all the way to 31 though? Pretty much, I think it still has a lot of strength in it. But when it comes to like shorting this LGVN, I'm not, unless it gets up to 40, I'm not going to first, let me think about if that's even a good idea. Yeah, it has plenty of resistance at 40. I just don't see this like breaking 30 anytime soon. Unless everyone just decided to. I'm trying to think, like since it's the day after Thanksgiving, a lot of people aren't even here. And so I'm trying to see who has the most money, the longs or the shorts. And I think enough people have been triggered or attracted by like the longs lately that the longs are going to have the money for a while, but they'll give it back later. Because we're still dealing with a 3 million float. And people forgot how dangerous these things can be. And so a lot of people are feeling froggy and they're jumping all over the place. And so, let's see. Oh no, I actually want to go like, if it goes to 29, I know it's going to fade a little bit to 27. But if it goes like to 31, at least I can risk 30. Okay, I'll do 30. 31. 42. Okay. Risking 1.5. Yeah. Yeah, that's 5%. BFI. That's fine. Let's do ice cream. I'm not buying it at the top though. ISPC. Oh. So with ISPC, I think this is the one that's going to squeeze first out of all four of these. Now, what do you call it? LGVN, it's at 39 again. So, you know, this actually might be it. But I still have my money on ISPC. Just because it's lower price and a lot more people are going to come in for that. The people on LGVN, I just feel like that's actually one person. Like it's crazy. But I just think so. Cause like this is the one with the highest market cap. All right. Oh well. I'm still not going. Oh, what is this? Oh, here we go. All right, this is what we were waiting for before. AHPI is getting into the resistance area. Now, I don't actually think it'll get all the way up there, but I'm gonna definitely start sizing in something. Like next push. Actually, I need to be patient with this. The thing is, I don't think it's gonna get all the way to where it can be. But at the same time, I don't want to get in like too low. Cause then like if I make an early mistake like that, I just start trading everywhere recklessly. And so let's just write a number down. If it hits that number, I'll pull the trigger. If it doesn't hit that number, I'm not going to pull the trigger. AHPI. Oh, I already wrote down the number. It was 9.5. But to get up to 9.5, it's going to have to be a lot. Well, it can get up to 11. So, well, where's my, I'll just increase this. So with AHPI, this has 200 million resistance, or it had 200 million resistance. It kind of got canceled up to like 10, like more than once. And so we can still use this resistance. We just want to use like the part that's not like canceled as much. HPI. Oh, yeah. What's the other one? LGVN. The last one. BFI. Yeah, we'll be fine. But other than that, we mostly just want to find something to risk off of so we don't end up in a gambling position. There. I feel like I should start drawing on the chart too. That's like, I really want to get in at 9, but the thing is, we don't want to just do something just because of the resistance. That's only one factor. We have to realize that this is something that already pulled back from, let's go to, actually we'll do the charts that we can zoom in and out. So this already went to 10, pulled back to 7.3. That means the range was only like barely over $5. And so it only needs 250 to pull back to be considered loss of momentum. It did that. It didn't do all the way, but it did close enough to where like this could have been the dip bounce that like we were talking about before. But at the same time, there's just so many like recent actions that you just don't know if this is going to be the one that everyone focuses on. Because like I'm trying to, like, since these are all in the same like area, I'm trying to make the idea that they're all connected. I also want to hold my hands right now because I really want to go in now. And the thing is, if I want to go in now, there's probably people actually going in right now. And if I can just like wait for them to get squeezed out, everything will be fine. But if it just drops, it'll also be fine because, you know, the potential loss I could take is much bigger than the borrows I have, which is what, like I think 360. I paid $90 for each one today. All right, so ISPC. I'm still watching this. Did I put a... No, I won't put a limit order. Because we mostly just want to see how the strength goes. Because again, we're closing early today. So there's going to be a lot of people that are going to feel more stressed than normal. And you have to beat the 90% pretty much. And so you have to do the things that they won't do. And discipline is one of them. And being accurate with your greediness is what I want to say. I just want to make sure I size into strength, but I want to make sure that strength actually shows some type of topping action. And this is the only one with like something of a support. And so like, I should probably change this to 950 plus. It's like all this means is this is when I'm going to start with like 1/3 of my position. Like, what are the borrow fees right now? I already have my max, but it's always a good idea to like look at these. It's like they're still cheap right now, and that's not going to say much, but it's going to say like something about how people feel about the price. Like I know the broker sets that, and then the agreed upon price up here is between the, you know, buyers, sellers, and shorts and stuff. But this definitely has a influence. No, 9.5 or short at. If it goes back up to 19, that's going to be too strong. I just took off the training wheels. Okay, BFRI. This is finding new highs right now. Remember, I'm trying to go in at like above 8.3 because I think they're gonna squeeze up to that point. That's only like, so that's like fake out range right there. Now if it actually squeezes, that's where that's a slightly different story. Okay, I just know as soon as I look away, like, so BFRI is halted right now. AHPI, it's making like new highs into like its heavy resistance that's been canceled up to like 9.5. But what was I about to say? I was trying to do something else too. Oh, I don't know. I was doing the squeeze percentage. Okay, chill. Now, 7.8 negative. Okay, and I think they're at 7.1. So 7.1 times. .22 times 0.5. 0.53. No, it's gonna be squeezed. So like, yeah, I'll do 1.5. No, let's start with 1.3. Yeah, 1.3 plus 5.22. That's not right. Yeah, that's right. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, never mind. I just got excited. Ooh, almost made a mistake. Okay, now with this ISPC, I'm about to dip by this. Like, they're all at like a sensitive area right now. Or like where I want them to be. With ISPC, the reason I want to like dip by this at like 16 is because it has like enough of a top and like enough of like, you know, slight tops like next to it. I have to make sure I stay sensitive to those. To where I think people are going to use that as like a place to dip by. Then it has enough volume coming in consistently to form some kind of support. Now, the way we want to do this is we're finding places to have a fixed amount of risk. Like each one of the ones we go in today, we have a, you know, 20 cents risk, 50 cents risk. Depends on like what price we're dealing with. Since this is $9 and this is like $7, we know that, you know, 90 cents, that's going to be 10%. So we can risk $1 on this and like we'll keep our losses to a minimum, trading like, okay, here we go. It's going up to like 9.5 area. We want to make sure there's like a big push, but not enough of a push to where like longs can come back and like support it and like gradually grind it up. We want it to be a push to where it's almost like a fake out. Or at least that's what I'm aiming for. I hope that wasn't it. Where's it? There, it's down here. Other than that, while that's still trying to I can't see this going past that like too soon. So what's happening right now is there's probably actually a lot of people being stuck at this like 9 area on AHPI. And the volume's actually, no, it's consistent. Ah, man. It didn't pull back as much as I thought on ISBC. Looks like it's taking off without me. I wanted 16.5. It's fine. It'll still take a minute. But this one though. I don't want to be rigid and put in like limit orders. Come on. What's happening over here? Oh, BFRI is it just broke its top. It unhalted. It's going up. Remember that 8.3? All right, give it some time. I'm trying to watch both of them. Okay, this one's under there. Yeah, I don't know if like the volume's gonna jump from here to there. Because like this one has a resistance. BFRI doesn't have a resistance. Come back up. Well, we'll wait for this to so what I think is going to do like a slight pullback, come back up, slightly try to test this area again, and if it doesn't, how do I say this? It reminds me of ENXTP. Like it pulls back like within like 10% or not 10%, 10 cents, and then like goes up at like a 20 cents fake out. So pretty much, I think this is going to go past 8.3, and if it doesn't, it's just going to be a straight drop here, which I highly doubt that. I think it's going to go up to like 8.5, and then pull back to like 6 before it finds some support. And I'm only going to aim for that 20% after that drop. But for AHPI, the plan is still the same. I don't like this consolidating in the upper 9. Or not consolidating, it just feels like it's consolidating to me. But let me get to the better chart. Yeah, still waiting for a push. Oh well. So what else was I doing? I already missed the buy on that. I already missed the 30 on that. So So we still have a lot of volume coming in on BFRI. It's only slightly weaker on AHPI. LGVN, I think it's in its own category. ISPC slowed down a lot. There we go. What did this open at? I'll have to check it out later. I'll do it in 15 minutes. Well, yeah, it was at least 10 because they were all around there. So it still puts it at a overestimate. So with the AHPI, after like looking back at the resistance, not the resistance, but like in the history, like you see over two-thirds of it is canceled, like all the way up to 10. But I think it's still like usable. I'm just not making anything under like 9.5. And when it comes to like what I'll risk, I'm doing at least $1. And I'll start feeling uncomfortable around like 10.5. It really depends on how much size I have. But like with the size I plan to put in, I'll hold it up to like 10.5 if it does get past that point. When it comes to like the liquidity right now, in terms of like what's slowing down, what's speeding up, I think LGVN, it opened at like 2 or 3 million and now it's at 10 and it's already been about 50 minutes. So if the estimate was 20 to 30, and we're looking for the 30% in the first part of the market, that'd be 10. And so it's actually running pretty slow right now. Ooh, look at that drop. All right. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of people trapped at the 9.1. So don't count a BFRI out yet. Just because it went down like almost $2 now. It can still find some support because that's the kind of stocks we're dealing with today. All these are micro floats. As soon as you think they're done, they'll get you. And so if anything, like right now actually might be the dip buy, or like slightly below this tip. I'm thinking so either way you go, you just want to have a very fixed risk and accept the not responsibility, but like accept the accountability of what happens like after each one. I just want to choose the best. Because like this is still slow. My SPC is It's consolidating. Okay. So this is the upper part of the consolidation. It's like $2 consolidation. Or like $1.50 probably. I'm waiting for the volume to come in at this 680 area to like really test how many people are in here. But for ISPC, it's at the upper part of this consolidation. How do I show this? Where you at? Stop it. Yeah, but it's like, you know, you can barely call this consolidation. It's been 20 minutes. I think it should bounce again, and like it might create a higher low. I'm thinking like 1680. If I what's up, Victor? What's up, homie? And I'm over here cold. I'm holding a candle. I'm feeling emo. I thought you could close this. Okay, so look at that. You see how close I was to this cover button? Like each one of these, if I accidentally click it, it's gonna execute. Actually, I think I just have these two. These two I still have to take off the training wheels. Yeah, it's nothing really to write right now, but let me just clean some stuff up. So last time we're on BFRI. What is this? Oh, this is the pre-market. It just kept juking us with what's that? 25%? No, the like 12%, 15% pullbacks, and but the LGVN is always dancing like $4, like a little. Like this was LVGN like weeks ago right here, or like at least a week ago. ISPC, also a tricky one. I know what I want. Should I play Christmas music? We can all just start singing. Deck the halls and balls of jolly, la 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 la. You know, if I ever did go back to church, I think the choir would be 70% of the reason. Like, you ever been in a black church? You get super hype, You're just like, everyone's clapping and like, we're like, oh yeah, praise the Lord. And like, depending on the season, like you feel it in the air. So SBC, it just broke that consolidation it had. It's making a, oh, did someone just short that? What was that little drop? Okay, let's see what they're aiming for. What borrow fees we looking at? Oh, why are the borrow fees 0.7 on BFRI? Well, we know why, but it's still, wow. Everything else is dirt cheap. That shows just how much like everything's been breaking recently after like 10:30, 11. But BFRI, like, we're just a lot more confident, I guess. It's like it did create a few tops already. Yeah, and this is like 400 or no, wait, 222. Yeah, so this is already like 300% from his a couple days back. Yeah, but if we're using that logic, LGVN kills everybody. Like, look at that. How you go from $2 to 45? It's a shame. Like, all these were squeezes too. Like, we were excited when it went to 15 or 13. Then we're just like, what? This is just stupid. All right, so it's consolidated for at least a half hour on AHPI. Like, a lot of people are at 9. Now, what that actually means, it means I should probably see if this happens for another hour or something. And I'm more favorite to short than buy this. Because, like, again, there's a lot of resistance up there. And I feel comfortable holding it up to 1050. It's just, I prefer there to be a bounce. Like, now it has been going up to like 930 like several times, but I just want that 950 to be broken ever so slightly, so it can be a fake out, and then the people that see that fake out is going to scare out like half the buyers, and then that's where all the shorts, we're just going to come together and we're going to get our money back. I had the whole scenario in my head, you know. We have a little boy with the flag. He's recording the battle. He's off limits, guys. You know, there's rules in war too. Okay, but other than that, it's 10:30. Before, yeah, I'm getting off. Hey, all right, so if you see my account now, it's at 30K. Come Monday, I don't know what it's gonna be, but hopefully you guys like, stay safe. Happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, and I'll see you guys Monday. I just, yeah. I'm heading out. Oh, like and subscribe if you like what we're doing or what you see. I just don't want to really alert these low floats right now. Yeah. Peace. Hmm.